Hey everybody, JT here, and this is vlog number 2. And I thought I'd show you a little bit of my guitars. This is what I have in my arsenal. It's not a big arsenal and it's not an expensive one, but it's what I like. Always looking for more, always thinking about trying to maybe put one together. Not build it, just assemble it. But this is what I have. So this is Dorothy. I got her in 2004, and her name is Dorothy because she went on a trip. I had her for about a little over a year, and I went broke. I needed money, so a friend of mine offered me to buy my guitar from me. He goes, "Man, I have a nephew that would like to learn how to play guitar," so he gave me what I paid for it. And I never really thought much about it. I know I missed it. It was a great guitar, but I just didn't have a need for a Telecaster. I was playing a lot of acoustic guitar. It was 2004 or 5, somewhere around there. And about a year ago, he writes me and says, "Hey, Jeff, I still have that guitar. Do you want it back?" And of course I went, "You do?" And yes. And I go, "I'll be happy to pay you for it. I'm not broke now. I can afford to buy it back from you." And he said, "No, man, I think you should have it. I want you to have it. I love your music." And so he gave me Dorothy back. And what a great guitar. It's an American Standard Tele. Nothing real special. It's got the noiseless pickups in it from Fender, which I did aftermarket. And just as simple as that. Just a maple swamp ash body. Great guitar. And this is Moby. Why do I call him Moby? Because he's a Squire Strat. This is a guitar I paid $100 for on eBay. Never played it, just wanted a Strat. So I went on the Squire Tele Guitar, the Strat Guitar Talk forums, and everybody kept saying, "Wow, you got the elusive white SE. Oh my gosh, what a great find." So apparently there's not as many of these as there are other guitars of that cheap genre. So Moby Dick, this is Moby, and he's a great axe. I did change out the pickups. In here I've got GFS overwound Alnicos, and they're a little hot for me. I kind of wish I had gone more vintage, but they're the quick plugs from GFS. So if I want to change out, man, it's super simple. I got better pots in there, but other than that, it's stock. The neck is great. I love the neck on these Squires. So great guitar, love this guy. And this is Ham, another Squire. I call him Ham because I got him in New Hampshire about 2010. I was in we're getting ready to play a festival up in New Hampshire. Went to the Manchester Music Mill, which is a great shop. If you're ever in that area, perfect shop. Saw this guy for 125 bucks, picked it up, strung it up with really heavy strings. I put 13 to 56s on a top loader bridge and took it out and played it at the festival that weekend, stock, and it was fantastic. Took it out, played it for a little while, decided I wanted to change it up a bit, so I put this GFS pickup in the neck, and I also had it in the bridge. I put a different neck on it and played it for a long time like that, but decided I wanted a really thin line looking Tele again. So I went out and got a bridge, bought a Klein Fat Man Tele in the bridge, and my friend Tom Jacobs helped me set it up and did a little bit of the work on it. It's got a light relic on it. A lot of these cuts are mine, but just wanted to make it look a little older, flatten the finish a bit. Great guitar. This is Nash. I call him Nash because I like the Nash bridges. Plus, I got this guitar in Nashville, and I wanted a semi-hollow guitar. We had done a showcase in Nashville back in 2011, I think, and I had played a Dot. I played a Gibson Dot, or an Epiphone Dot, and I loved it. I loved what it did. And so I was on the hunt for something like that. And my friend Chris Roberts in Nashville came across this guitar on Craigslist. And said, man, there's a guitar, it's a D'Armond. And this is a D'Armond before Fender got them. So it's actually a guitar brand named D'Armond. Fender didn't buy them yet. He goes, let me go check out the guitar and make sure it's right. Because if it is what I think it is, the pickups itself are probably worth what you're going to pay for the guitar. And these are D'Armond USA pickups, which are fantastic. And so he went and visited this guy named Larry McGowan, who's a realtor in Nashville. And really, if you need a place to stay in Nashville, growing place, contact him. Anyway, plug. Got this guitar from Chris unplayed, trusting his hands and who he is as a luthier and as a musician himself, and got it home and loved it. I keep it in open D. Guitar, love this guitar. And here we've got my primary guitar. This is Caitlin, because she has had a lot of work done. She's become my favorite guitar, and it's really weird. I bought this guitar back in 2010 on eBay again. Man, I bought a lot of guitars on eBay, but I just wanted an old looking archtop, and I wasn't really planning on playing it. I just wanted it as a something to hang on the wall in my office or in my studio or my living room. And I got it, and I liked it. And I took it to my friend Dave in Daytona Beach area, and he reset the neck for me, which cost me twice as much as the guitar is worth. And I played it out for a while. I put some pickups in it, like acoustically, and man, it was a bear for Soundman, because it didn't want to feed back. It did. It howled. And but about a year ago, I decided, man, I'm going to put a P90 in it. So I took this. I got a GFS. Guys, they make great pickups, and they're not expensive. And my friend Tom Jacobs routed for the GFS and gave me a tone and volume control. I'm telling you, this guitar unplugged is a dog. It's terrible. But as soon as I plug it in, it becomes magic. And there's something, and if you're a guitar player, you know this. You can sometimes play a guitar that you don't, there's just something in that guitar. There's something that speaks to you, that you're like, ah, there's mojo in that guitar. We hear it all the time about Clapton's guitars or Page's guitars or whoever. You know, it's like, this is it for me. I love my D'Armond. I keep going. I'm going to take it out because it's way easier to play slide on, because there's more sustain. But I always come back to this. In fact, we were in the studio a couple weeks ago in California, and my friend Brett was like, man, that guitar sounds terrible, Jeff. Why did you bring that to record with? And I kept telling him to Brett, once I plug it in, you're going to understand. And he kept going, man, that thing just is terrible. And we got in the studio, I plugged it in, and he went, I apologize. And it sounds great. Played it on the new record. I'm with a band called Big Kettle Drum. We recorded a new record, and we're in the process of that. We still got a bunch to go, but hopefully be releasing the beginning of next year. And so those are my guitars. I love them all. I play them all. They all have a special place in my heart. I've got acoustic guitars, and I'll show you those one day as well. But this is my arsenal of guitars. And so if you want to follow along with my videos, I'm going to try and do these on a regular basis. Hit the subscribe button down there somewhere. Comment. Let me know what you think. Let me know what you want, what you'd like for me to do. I'm going to try and do reviews of different pedals. I'll show you my pedal board and kind of go through that at some point as well. But thanks for watching, and we'll talk to you soon.